What if the only reason you haven't achieved your goals yet is because you stopped too early? Not because you weren't good enough, not because you didn't have potential, but because you quit right before something actually started working. Because I realized something recently. Most people don't fail, they just stop. I've thought about quitting more times than I can count. Not just YouTube, everything. Projects, ideas, goals, things I was excited about at first, and then slowly lost motivation. And every time it followed the same pattern. You start off motivated. You feel like this is it. This is the thing that's finally going to work. And then reality hits. No results, no recognition, no progress that you can actually see. And that's where most people stop. Nobody really talks about how awkward it is to start. You're not good yet. You don't know what you're doing. And everything you make feels mid. You compare yourself to people who've been doing it for years. And your brain immediately goes, yeah, this isn't for me. But that's the trap. Because every person you're comparing yourself to started exactly where you are. Bad, confused, inconsistent. The difference is they didn't stop. One of the biggest reasons people don't shoot their shot is fear. Not fear of failure. Fear of being seen failing, posting something and people judging it, trying something and people noticing you're not good yet. Even something as simple as sending a message, starting a conversation, putting yourself out there. Your brain overthinks everything. What if this goes wrong? What will people think? So instead of trying, you wait. You tell yourself you'll do it later, when you're better, when you're more confident, when the timing is right. But that moment never comes. There are people who have been about to start for years. They have ideas, they have plans, they have potential, but they're still waiting. Waiting to feel ready, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for some kind of sign. But the truth is, starting messy is better than waiting perfectly, because waiting doesn't build anything. Trying does. Something changed for me recently. I stopped trying to make everything perfect, and I just started posting, even when I wasn't fully confident. Even when I felt like the video wasn't my best. And that's when things actually started moving. Not instantly, not perfectly, but enough to show me that progress only happens when you keep going. Most people quit in the boring phase, not the hard phase, the boring phase, where nothing exciting is happening. No big results, no viral moment, just showing up and doing the work over and over again. And it feels like it's not going anywhere. But that phase is where everything is being built. You just can't see it yet. This applies to everything. Starting a channel, going after a goal, talking to someone you like, trying something new. The worst thing that happens is it doesn't work. But at least you know. Instead of wondering what if for the next 5 years. Because that feeling, regret, that lasts way longer than failure. At some point you realize something. Nobody actually has it all figured out. The people you think are confident, they were nervous at the start. The people you think are successful, they failed more times than you've even tried. The only real difference is consistency. They kept going when it wasn't exciting anymore. So if you're thinking about starting something, do it. If you've already started and you're thinking about quitting, don't. Because you might be way closer than you think, closer than you can even see right now. If you want to see what happens when someone actually doesn't quit this time, subscribe. Because I'm not restarting again, I'm sticking with it. And we're going to see how far this can really go.